Fish. If you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe so you can join the Doll Squad. Yes. Today we are going to be doing the Vogue 73 questions. So there's 73 questions, so we might as well get started. So let's get into it.
So I'll ask Hailey a question, then she'll ask me a question. We'll just bounce back and forth. So Hailey, first question, what is the best thing that happened to you this month?
So far, the best thing that has happened to me is I am slowly but surely surviving the Mercury retrograde.
Nice. Yeah, same. Honestly, it's rough.
Yeah. So what is something you're tired of?
I am tired of being an adult. The responsibility is like so annoying. I'd just rather like be a dog and have nothing else to do. Really.
Same.
Okay. What is something you were recently moved by?
So I get very sensitive to, like, you know, those Facebook videos, so I'm always, like, crying and sobbing, but one that really, got to me was this little girl who was sick. She was able to get tickets to the Stanley Cup, and it was just so inspiring, and it definitely moved me, so I would say that, yeah.
Nice.
Bridget, if you could teach one subject in school, what would it be?
Honestly, not in a traditional subject. I would teach, like, life skills, because I feel like lots of schools don't teach those.
Yeah, no, for sure. I remember,
I
wish I learned how to do taxes and stuff back in elementary school.
All right, what's your favorite beverage?
My favorite beverage would have to be Diet Coke.
Love those.
What's your favorite cocktail?
Malibu Bay Breeze and basic.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. What is your favorite flavor of birthday cake?
Funfetti cake.
I used to just eat the powder of it, and sometimes I would scoop it and I would breathe in and the powder would go in my throat and I would have a coughing fit. It would be so scary.
What is one thing you still have from your childhood?
So I have a doll, and get this, guess what her name was? Dolly. Oh, really original. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is definitely The Goonies. Classic. Yeah. What is something you can't do?
I can't raise one eyebrow.
I can't.
You can't either.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I don't know how people do it. So, yeah, I can't do that. I've never been able to. Okay. What's one habit you wish you could break?
Picking my nose.
You do.
I always pick my nose, and it's not even like out of getting a booger. It's kind of like an itch, but I'm always like itching. And you know what? Normalize nose picking. Okay.
She walks into people's office without realizing, and she has her finger.
It's a scratch. It's a scratch. Okay. What makes you laugh no matter what?
You. I can't stay serious whenever I'm with you.
Guys, we would have so many bloopers because we just like say things wrong, and it's just always a good time.
Let us know if you want us to do like a blooper reel, because we definitely have a lot.
Yeah.
All right. It's my turn. Yes.
Yeah.
What does creativity mean to you?
Creativity to me means expressing oneself,
and
because when people think of creativity, immediately they kind of think of art and stuff, but makeup, you can be creative with your outfits and just like expressing your true self in a certain way.
Yeah, I love that.
What is your favorite song of all time?
My favorite song of all time, I don't know why, but the first one that came to mind is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. I wasn't even that into
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
I wasn't ever like obsessed with that show, but like I literally have it in my head every single day. I'm like, if you ever see me and I'm just staring off into space, that's what's playing in my head.
Will Smith.
What is something you've always wanted to try but you were too scared to do?
Travel outside of the U.S. I currently do not have a passport, and I'm in the process of getting one, but I've never left the country, and I've always just been too scared to travel in general and just go out of my comfort zone, so that is definitely something that I would like to do in the future.
Where would you want to go?
Australia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe you can be on TVSN for us.
Hopefully. Also,
FYI, you can smile in your passport picture. I didn't know that, and it literally looks like a mugshot for me.
Really? I thought you can't.
No, you can.
Okay. Best advice for your 19-year-old self?
Probably like to just enjoy life and enjoy life and not worry too much about the future. I did that a lot.
Yeah.
I was only 19 a couple years ago, but I feel like I'm a completely different person now.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
If you could raid one person's closet, who would it be?
I love this question. I would either raid Desi Perkins' closet or Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo.
Or mine?
Or Bridget. Because she always has the best clothes and I look like a slug every day. Must-have purse item?
Oh my gosh, I keep everything in my purse, but one thing that I literally cannot leave the house without is chapstick and floss. Because I always have something in my tooth. Everyone is always asking me for my floss.
I do.
When you were 12 years old, what did you want to be when you grew up?
When I was 12 years old, I always wanted to be either like a model or a Victoria's Secret model. I just always like aspired to be them, and I'm 5'3" and definitely not like Victoria's Secret model material. I don't know. It was just always something that I wanted to do, and yeah. What is something that you will not be doing in 10 years?
Living at home with my parents, definitely. Still living at home.
Knock to that.
Yes. What is an important life lesson you would like everyone to learn?
I know it's kind of cheesy, but I always say kindness is free. I worked at a waitress for a really long time, and I would always say, like, kindness is free. If I had a rude customer, they didn't have to tip me. As long as they're kind, I mean, you don't have to pay any money to be kind to someone. So I think that's really important for people to know and remember that it doesn't take anything to be kind.
Yeah, agreed.
What is one goal you are determined to achieve in your lifetime?
I really want to write a book really bad. I've always wanted to. Yeah. Or start a podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know if books will be a thing in a few years, so maybe podcast.
Yeah, online books.
True. I always listen to audiobooks. I love them.
Yeah, so do I.
But yeah, that's one of the goals. My lifetime goal. Where would you live beside PA? That's where we're located.
So, like I said previously, I don't really travel a lot, but I recently went to San Diego, and it was absolutely incredible. I would move there in a heartbeat if I had the funds. What is your favorite dessert?
Honestly, I don't discriminate, but I really love just cake, ice cream cake, and cookie cake. We always have cookie cake for people's.
Yeah.
ShopRite has the best cookie cakes, FYI. You heard it here first. What dessert do you not like?
I am a dessert fiend. I could eat dessert for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so no, there is not.
Do you like pie?
Yeah.
Oh, don't like pie.
I like anything. Anything sweet, and that's not a vegetable I like. It's brunch time.
Woo!
What do you eat?
Brunch is my favorite meal of the day.
Same.
And I will 100% 24/7 eat an omelet with home fries. My favorite.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite painter?
So I really had to think about this, but there is an artist called Oh So Fly on Instagram, and they do really cool line drawing. So I would definitely say them. I know it's painter, but
Artist.
I would say.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll link their Instagram below.
What is your favorite Disney animal?
Stitch. What is a book you're planning on reading?
So I actually just purchased Start With Why. Lee recommended it, and I haven't really fully started it yet. I just kind of purchased the audiobook, and that's probably going to be my next one.
Yeah.
What did you read most recently?
I just read The 5-Second Rule. It was life-changing. And The Woman in the Window. I'm like really into books right now. Who is your favorite solo artist?
Pink.
Nice.
I know, she was like my Britney Spears growing up. I remember listening to her in the car with my mom, just like a pill, and I could like cry thinking about it because it was just such good times.
Was she the first concert you went to?
Yeah, and that was like last year. What's your favorite board game?
I don't know, Candyland. I'm like kind of don't really play, or like Scrabble. I don't really play board games that much. What city do you wish to visit?
I really want to visit Nashville.
Oh, that's what I said too.
Yeah,
I love Nashville. I mean, I think I would love Nashville. I've never been there.
Heels are flat, so yeah.
What does the perfect road trip look like to you?
Across the country.
Same.
What do you do on rainy days?
I read.
Lame. I eat pizza and stay in bed.
What is your favorite exercise?
I have started yoga. I'm in the beginner class, but it's really relaxing, and I love the meditation, and it just kind of like clears my mind. It stretches my muscles, so I really like yoga recently. What is your worst subject in school?
Science. Oh my god, I was so bad at science. What is your spirit animal?
I am part gopher. I don't know. It's just like one of those things where Bridget keeps asking me like, oh, what do you think my spirit animal is? And it's just like, I am so for sure that a gopher is my spirit animal. I always say I'm in gopher mode when I'm like acting really silly, and I'm like, my dad, yeah, I'm just part gopher. What do you usually eat for breakfast?
Something with eggs in it. I skip breakfast a lot. I know I shouldn't. Okay. What do you usually eat for dinner?
I usually eat like chicken and rice. That's something we have, or like noodles and chicken. Some sort of like protein and like a starch. Yeah, I'm really picky, so it kind of all depends. Cooking or baking?
Baking.
I said that too.
What is your favorite baked good?
Homemade marshmallow treats. Those things are incredible. They're kind of messy to make, but if someone brings like homemade marshmallow treats to a bake sale, you best believe I am buying 3 bars. What is something you wish you could be good at?
Other than raising my one eyebrow, probably singing. I
wish that I
I wish that I could just like break it out into a song whenever I felt like it. Skiing or surfing?
I would love to surf, but I'm scared of the ocean, so skiing.
Same, but I'm scared to get hurt. I'm so not
I would do the pizza wedge the whole way down. Favorite celebrity crush?
Zac Efron. I'm obsessed with him. So, who's your first celebrity crush ever?
Definitely Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy. I used to have these like sweatbands, and I would write like "I love Pete" and like marker.
Oh my God.
What was the color of your prom dress?
Pink.
Mine was black.
How do you manage stress?
I usually disconnect from all social media and my phone. I'm really known for non-answering, and it's because I do get really stressed out easily. So I've noticed that when I'm like on my phone, it kind of just builds onto that stress. So I disconnect from social and I plan out what I need to do, and then I set goals.
I love that. That's great.
What do you do to relax?
I read. So boring. How old were you for your first kiss?
Like 17 or 18. I was really late on the train. Nothing wrong with that. If you are older and you haven't had your first kiss, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Place where you were first kissed.
Is that like this park near my dance studio? I was like on our break at dance and like it was weird. What is your favorite fashion trend of all time?
Definitely, I love gold jewelry. So the gold hoop trend, I wear hoops in almost like every video, or like the layered gold necklaces. I love that trend. I feel like it will never go out of style for me. Best fashion advice you've ever received?
The best fashion advice I ever received was probably just like to be yourself and not like, don't like just focus on the trends because, or like the fads. Like fads and trends, they do end. So just like to like find your own style and express yourself through your clothing. That's what I really love. What trend do you want to disappear forever?
So I have 2.
Okay.
One is more of an actual like fashion trend, and the other one is like more of like a people trend. So the one thing is bullying. I think like people think it's a cool trend when they're younger. Bullying is not cool at all. So I would love to see that end. And then tassel earrings. I am just not a fan of those tassel earrings. It's just like not my vibe, and I would like to see that end because that's like the only earrings I can find now.
Yeah.
Shoes or bags?
Both. I can't choose. I have an obsession with both of them. How do you know if you're in love?
Okay, so I am known to be a hopeless romantic. I've never been in love, so I can't answer that. When I feel it, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah. You just know.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. So, television show you've binged recently?
I don't know if this is really binging, but I watched every week's episode of Big Little Lies. I'm obsessed with it. I need season 3 to actually happen. We're unsure if it is. Just let me know if you know the definite answer. And
comment below.
It better be yes.
And give us a like if you watch Big Little Lies.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Who do you turn to when you're sad?
I turn to my mom usually. We're pretty close. So, and she's pretty much like unbiased. She gives me like unbiased opinions. So.
She's super cool.
Mom. Yeah.
Met her at Beauty Bash.
Yeah. Name one thing you've learned the hard way.
That life is very precious and very short, so you need to just live it up while you can, and tell everyone that you love them, because I know everyone hears this, but you don't know the last time you're going to talk to someone, so never leave anything important left unsaid, and learn the 5-second rule, that book. So if you love someone, tell them while you still can. If you could make a documentary, what would it be about?
So my ultimate life goal is to have my own TV show. So I would make a documentary about my life. It's not crazy exciting, but I think it's a little knee slapper here and there.
Yeah, so it would be funny. I'd watch it.
Okay. What is your kryptonite?
Puppies and Hershey Kisses. I can't resist either of them.
I can't resist puppies either.
What are you most enchanted by?
This took me like a really long time to think of, because I did read the question before, but the thing that most enchants me are people in love. I feel like, when two people are in love, it's just like such a magical thing. And even though I've never been in love, seeing people in love is really enchanting. What is your biggest strength?
I'm very, very resilient. That would be my biggest strength. What is your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness is definitely overthinking and taking things too personally. I take everything personally, and it's just so annoying.
Yeah.
That's like the one main obstacle in my life, because I overthink about the stupidest things, and I take things personally. I'm like, oh my god, they hate me, I can't go. And then like it's no big deal. It's just 3 words that describe living in PA. And then I want to answer this question too.
Okay. So whenever I tell anyone that I live in Pennsylvania, they're like, oh, do you live in the farm? And I'm like, no. So 3 words I would describe PA is not just farms.
I like that one. I said cheesesteaks, eagles, and fall.
What is the cutest thing on planet Earth?
Puppies. Done. What is the most important advice you give to your future children?
Just to be kind. Like you were saying earlier, kindness doesn't cost a penny, and you can make or break someone's day by being kind. So just be kind. What is the ideal first date? I feel like you're gonna be really good at answering this because she's a Pisces.
I'm a Pisces. I'm a hopeless romantic, and I'm creative. Okay. So I would say my personal ideal date is something like an activity and then getting food. So Topgolf, if you guys have ever heard of that, you can hit some tees on the driving range, you can grab a drink and grab some food, and it's just a really interactive activity for you to do on a first date. You get to know them, some competition going. Definitely recommend that. Favorite type of flower?
Sunflower. I'm obsessed with them. What is the first thing you notice about a person?
Their smile, and if they smile.
Oh,
for sure.
Nice.
Yes. What is your guilty pleasure?
Hershey Kisses. What are your plans for the weekend?
I am cleaning my room and giving away all my clothes and going shopping.
Ooh,
yeah,
I love it. I'm going shopping too for my brother's fiance's wedding dress.
Woo woo! All right, dolls, that's all we have for today. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.